Alright, so we're back with the We Got Issues Hoodlum podcast. And listen, you guys like, subscribe, and
hit the like button.
And follow us. Don't make it fun. Like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that button on the right that says you like the podcast, you know. Make us happy, you know what I'm saying? Catch you right back.
Run that sh**.
Welcome everybody. We got the We Got Issues Hoodlum show, and we have the wonderful, amazing, fantabulous, super duper athletic, Olympian, champion, world champion Barber sisters here. I'm so excited that you guys made it down here today.
Thank you for having us.
We are so happy. I was trying to describe to JC how amazing. Well, first I told him, I go, these girls are absolutely fucking beautiful, gorgeous.
Thank you.
Didn't lie.
Dance. They can dance. They love hip hop. They love hip hop. They got moves. They know how to deliver.
Yeah.
Boo boo. Show how you do it.
I don't know.
What's your show time? Don't see Em do it. Don't see Em do it.
I want to see Em do it.
She's like, turn up the light. Turn up the light.
She gets a good 90s. Still a good 90s.
That's
You
good.
get the love 90.
Do it. Do it.
There you go. It's like that. She got it. There you go. Yeah, there you go. She got it.
You know, the 90s point.
The 90s point.
90s point.
Yeah, that's that. Okay.
90s point.
See, you put the hat back with the hair down.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, there we go. There it is. There it is. Yeah, there it is.
Turn on the light. Turn on the light.
Yeah, okay. Yes. So I'm gonna wear my hat like this. But just keep with it.
I'm telling you, you look gorgeous.
Here we go.
It doesn't matter. You guys can do no wrong around us. You know what I mean?
First of all, how'd y'all get in here? Who's the oldest? And how'd you guys start with track? Like, no, let's get a little background.
Who's the oldest?
Well, how did we get in here?
Well, first of all, how you get in the track?
In the
Track
track,
field.
yeah.
But first of all, who's the oldest?
Guess. First guess.
I'm guessing.
I know.
I'm
We'll
guessing.
say you.
Okay, just going Nick.
I'm going least.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with
Please. You guys are right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he guessed you. I said they were right. Okay, yeah. I'm older. I am 44 minutes older than
44.
me.
That was long.
Yeah.
Damn.
She didn't know.
Y'all knew.
I know, we knew. Listen.
Y'all knew already. Hold on.
I knew because we asked him at lunch, but so she gave the baton to you,
Yes.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so I was
That's fair.
44 minutes older. My mom and dad didn't know they were having twins. So after I came out, we were 2 months premature, and
They were the first.
yeah,
They
we
didn't know
were
until pregnancy? Until she...
No,
after she came out.
I thought they do a whole scan and...
Right. Only did sonograms, I think.
Yeah,
I think.
this is a little ways ago.
Oh,
The technology might have not as good as good. Yes, and they could just see us. I think they could see us covering each other, so we always won.
Okay.
Wow.
That's the one that like, man, you got a big old baby.
Yeah,
Right.
But then we still weren't big. We weren't even 5 pounds together.
But the cute thing is they couldn't hear because their heartbeats were in sync. So it sounded like one heartbeat.
That's dope.
Or it
Yeah.
would be when my dad would come with my mom, it was going fast.
Right.
So they
Maybe
just thought
two.
like, they're happy because it's their dad.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah.
But it ended up being like, no,
there were two. Oh my
God. And I was 2 pounds 9 ounces. Mickey was 1 pound 14 ounces. So we were barely even 5 pounds together.
That's cool.
That's insane.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, mom. And we stayed in the hospital. I was in there for 2 months. She was in there for 3 months.
Oh my god.
But we were just small. We're still small, but we're fighters.
What are the odds that you guys went from being like under 5 pounds accumulatively to being pro athletes? I mean, that's the most gangster story I think I've ever heard.
You know what, you're right. And we've been doing it for a long time at that. So I never put any limitations on myself. And now I always say, Mom, are we like sickly babies? She was like, no, you guys were just small. You had to get your weight up. And so we've always been athletic or just extra. Not extra, but
like
active.
we're gonna push to the limit and everything.
And then we just started running track in high school. Then we got a scholarship to the University of South Carolina. And then after that, we've been professional ever since.
That's
So-
dope.
Yeah, so it was like something my mom and dad they were like, oh, you guys need to join something in high school. I don't care what it is, but you guys are not gonna be hanging out doing all this. And we were like, oh, okay, we're gonna join the hiking club. We just did that.
There's a hiking club?
No,
There's a
literally.
hiking club and a key club.
Yeah.
There's a tea club?
No,
Key.
Oh, I thought you
But what
said
is
a
a key club?
What's a
I
key
still
club?
don't know what the key
I don't
club
know what
is.
it is.
It's the computers, mouse.
Oh.
Some people call it mouse, some people call it key club. That's what we called it, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew what the key club
Yeah.
was.
Maybe it was something else.
Jersey, okay.
I never-
Sure.
I don't know.
Who knows?
We did the hiking club and key club for like one day. And one day max. And then we went out for track and we sucked at first. Like we weren't that good. And then we started getting better and better, like day by day. And then the seniors were like, oh my gosh, you guys are so fast. So we didn't know times or like how good like
Yeah.
you're saying at the gym, like
You just don't know.
we
You're just
don't
doing
know.
it because that's what you're doing.
And then we became county champs, we became state champions, and we became national champions. And then
Damn.
we became #1 in the country.
In high school.
In high school.
Mm.
And then we
You
got
became world champion.
then we went to college and it just kept getting
Okay.
better and better. And
Yeah.
then Mickey made the Olympics when she was 19 in college, and then was like, wait a minute, like this is really a thing. So it started off as something like, okay, we're just gonna do it because mom and dad said. And then it was like, no, we got a scholarship. We're seeing the world now. We're
Eyes are
across
open.
the country.
Possibility.
And then you get to college and like, Mickey, again, we're like the smallest ones and we're like kicking ass though. And it's
Yeah, they didn't
like,
like that.
What's that?
They didn't like that. To me, a lot of the girls, they're way bigger than me. They're like 6 feet. I was a 400-meter runner, so most of the girls are big. And then when I came along, I was still #1. But they just didn't understand like how.
Yeah.
Yeah, 400 meters, you're just taller and longer stride.
They got long legs. She's got to take 2 steps for every 1 step they take.
Right. They didn't understand, and I did every time. So they were
Yeah.
like, how do you keep beating these girls?
Wow, so how many Olympics did you go to?
Olympics did I go to?
1. But
How
Olympic
many
trials,
trials I go to?
Yeah.
5.
How
5
many?
Olympic trials.
U.S.
Wow.
Championships, 22. But I only
Really?
made 1 Olympic team. That's how hard people don't understand. It's like, oh, you didn't medal at the Olympics, or it's only 3 people who make the Olympic
Wow.
team
How
in the
many?
whole country.
Yeah, and
Wow.
how many people
In the
try?
world.
Yeah, it's just,
3.
For the
three
U.S.,
people, that's it.
You did
Three
that.
people that
That's
make
fucking amazing.
3.
So,
Wow.
and you just have to do it on that day. It doesn't matter if you were
Yeah.
the world champion, whatever. If you have come with the fastest time, if you don't make top 3 on that day of the Olympic trials for your
Look how close I am to an Olympian, right?
you don't make it. So I'm just blessed to say that I can still compete, or like, oh, my knees are still okay. You know,
Okay, yeah.
Still
That's
fine.
really good news.
Yeah. So to compete at an elite level for a long time is cool. People don't know that track is a real sport.
Really?
That it's like,
I don't
yeah.
know that.
A lot of people.
A lot of people are like, wait, do you get paid for that? We're like, yes, it's still a career.
I'm like, no,
It's a career.
Yeah. Do you guys like date athletes then? Is that like your
Well, how does that
type?
work?
Just curious.
Well, we just went from Olympics to date. Like, we just.
If you are a woman who's
Jason's, by the way,
athletic, I
single.
feel
JC's single. He's an athlete. He plays
I feel like it'd be
college
hard to date
basketball
a guy
Riverside.
who isn't athletic, right? JC is athletic. Look at him. Right. I'm just saying. Throw him
Being
to the
athletic or an
wolves.
athlete is different.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Like
There's what?
there's a difference between.
No, not necessarily an athlete,
Okay.
but athletic.
I would like an athletic guy, but
Yeah.
I dated guys who aren't athletes either.
But you didn't date a guy that has like stick arms and like, you know, like the like skinny fat.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be blood.
Really?
Don't be
Yeah,
sleeping on the
I would
kid.
say a fat guy before.
You're fat. You're a chubby chaser. You're a chubby
A
chaser.
chubby
No,
chaser.
but I
She's
have
a
dated
chubby
a
chaser.
guy before. So,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're a chubby.
Carl's in great shape too. Carl's single too.
Come on, Carl, what's going on? Okay, Carl, go over there.
Carl's a producer.
Shut the
Carl's
thumb
a
over there.
producer. Shut the thumb in the corner.
Yeah,
So funny.
Here's the thing. It's not just about like looks, but you can also be like an athlete and be in shape and still be lazy and still have no drive and still like, are you kidding me?
Well, you guys are both entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go into that a
Yeah,
little.
go into that too.
I have a jewelry line called the Honey Collection, and it's basically I make everything myself, handmade stones, with meaning and spirituality, and I do custom designs, and I started 10 years ago, and it's still flourishing. I
Nice.
also have a juice company called Body Code, It's all fresh organic juices, again, handmade by me. And also my sister and I, we have a motivational speaking company called Fearless Minds. And
Fearless Minds.
Fearless Minds. And we've spoken to over 300 schools so far.
Love
And
that.
we just go around talking to kids and
inspiring the youth, you know?
How did you guys get into that? Was it something that you just felt called to do, and so you were like, let's just like see if these schools were interested, or someone approached you first?
No, I honestly, when I was at college at the University of South Carolina, they always had these speakers come in, and I just remember this basketball player, I forgot his name. He was an older white man. He was cool. He told all his stories and stuff, but a lot of his stories stuck with me. So I said, you know what? I want to do that when I get older and be like him. I forgot his name. So then I started in 2015 in Jersey City, and we went to so many schools there. And I said, this is what I want to do. And that's where Fearless Mind started. And we just kept going from there to out here in LA, Texas,
Philly,
Georgia, all these different places. And we just got different programs and different messages for whichever organization or school we go to. That's amazing.
Now, when you're working with the kids, do you have training facilities that you train the young kids to be track stars, or
No, we don't. No.
nothing with track?
Oh yeah, but not with
Not with
Fearless
Fearless
Minds,
Minds.
no.
That's a
But our
Whole
own
different
personal
business. I know
training,
you have a business
Body
too.
Code,
yeah.
our personal training company, we started that back in 2012, and we would do a lot of fitness classes, high intensity classes,
Speed,
training,
agility.
speed clinics,
Yeah, not just kids.
weight loss.
But weight loss.
How do you train speed? Just curious. I've never
So
trained speed.
a lot of times people think that like you can't get faster, or speed is just something you naturally have.
Right.
No, you can get faster. You can get better than what you are. You know what I mean? So people just think like, oh, he's just fast because he's fast, or she's just fast because they're fast. But no, you can get better. It's a
With
skill.
technique.
With technique. It's an art. It's you can be trained for that.
That's why
Like,
football athletes
A lot of that's why
We
a
train
lot
off
of
the
football athletes,
Mhm.
we train a lot of guys for the combine. Like, and a lot of times they don't think that, especially in different sports. They'll be like, oh well, he's fast because he ran track, and it's like, yeah, but the reason why he is faster because he did run track and he got trained for speed.
Right.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. He got trained for that, and
He knows what to do.
he knows what to do. He knows how to get from 0 to 50 in this amount of time.
Yeah.
You learn technique. You learn skills, and you learn things. So speed can be taught. Now, are you necessarily going to be as fast as Usain Bolt? No, but you can improve
You
a
better
tenth of a
yourself.
second.
Yeah.
Faster than you.
Yeah, a faster you, and that's for women and men. It's not. That's something that can be taught, and a lot of times, even a lot of women, most of the time they think they're gonna go on like these long mile runs and they're just gonna lose weight. Yeah, but a lot of times you get too skinny.
Yeah, skinny fat.
That's what someone said.
Skinny
Look at a sprinter like you guys and look like a marathon.
Oh my god.
It's two different body
Two
types.
Very,
Different
very
muscle
different
twisties,
body
that's
types.
completely different.
Yeah,
a lot of
and
stamina too, right?
a lot of stamina, and it's also the thing is that a lot of times women we don't want to be too skinny.
Right.
It doesn't look good. I just the
Yeah.
girls out there. It's still such a huge belief. Like, look at y'all's arms, right? Like, you guys don't look masculine. You just look like girls who are in shape and they lift weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
Place.
just have a moment of
A lot.
silence for that? You're not gonna look like a man. You
Thank
can't.
you.
If you wanted to look like a man, you still fucking couldn't.
Yeah.
Those girls are taking growth hormone and like
Thank
other
you.
things.
I thought that
Eating
too.
muscles,
though. I was like, I don't want to look like a man. If I run track,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Be
muscular.
manly.
No, it's hard to get arms to look like that.
Thank
I
you.
train arms and my arms don't look like that.
Okay, that's a funny thing too. Like you said, like a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't want my arms to be that big. I said, do you understand
Relax.
what it even took to get this? If you do push-ups or
Don't worry, you
finish,
won't look like me.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you won't.
You
This
won't,
is too much,
promise.
Like,
Arnold
I'm looking for
Schwarzenegger
women
said that.
all over the world to look like you guys.
oh,
So I don't know what's going on.
But a lot of
Whatever
women
you're
are
doing.
scared of that. It's like, no, this took
Let's just
years.
put that to death right now. That's
Yeah.
done.
It's
We're done with
done.
that. Stop running 12 miles. Just
Yeah.
go lift some weights. You're
Go
gonna be
some weight,
fine.
Do some sprints.
Run if you feel
down the
like it.
street,
Yeah. What's
Stretch.
that? Down the
do-
street.
Yeah, like do
Yeah,
some
like-
sprints.
Yeah.
So you can keep your little
Little
butt.
butt.
Yeah. Hit the hill. Hit the hill.
Yeah.
Hit the hill. Oh, the hill.
Hit the hill. I used to
Hit the
train
hill.
my horses like that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
My horses' glutes
Oh.
up the hills.
See,
We would train on the
that's why
hills.
they got that ass.
Get that booty.
They got the striations.
Oh,
They're like my
striations.
horses.
What?
They're like really strong from
So
the hills.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, you actually lose a lot. Like, you'll see the definition more if you do more sprints than just
Long
mileage.
distance.
As I'm getting older, now that I'm hitting 40, I'm
No.
wondering that my body is like
Times.
getting all
That could be a
crazy.
thing too. But here's another thing.
I think it's
I'm worried about
spiritual
stamina. I'm worried about stamina in the bedroom department.
So here's what we can help you with.
Ashwagandha.
You need to get that ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha. We were
You and
talking
John
about
Sally
that in
talking
our
about
first
ashwagandha?
podcast.
Ashwagandha.
Wait, I take that
I take
too.
it for it because it's more of like a.
You take that too?
I take it
No
for like.
wonder
this
everybody's going to
common-
JC's house.
I took it. I
Girls
took
going
it
to
as a
I take it
dropper.
for it's supposed to like help kind of maintain your mood
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It's a mood
I never knew
balance.
it was.
I want to know what
I never
maintains
knew it was
this.
Yeah, but it
What's
does.
that
Help.
maintain?
Bad.
That's what I want. The
It
ashwagandha.
helps. It
Oh
does.
my god.
Sounds like
I
some.
heard your hembe. I heard people talk about your hembe for that.
Hembe, maca,
Maca.
See, this is
E3 Live,
What?
Free live.
Blue Algae.
Wait, what's the difference between D3 and D3 Live?
No, E3.
E.
Oh.
Is that like
E3
vitamin E or is this
Live.
something?
That's called it's Blue Algae.
Oh, I have blue algae.
You do?
Yeah, my mom like gets like a bunch of vitamins. Yeah.
No, that's good.
Is it good? Well,
Is it
That
good?
changed my
Is it
life.
I was
good?
like the actual
You
one.
have good stamina? Babe, you have good
I
stamina?
have really good
You do? You do? You have good stamina?
I do.
Let's get back on track here. So let's talk about that. What did it change your life? How did it change
Do
your
a
life?
check, you know what I mean?
Okay, so I've been taking E3 Live for about a month.
Mhm.
And for years, like my energy levels just declined. Like just declined. I'm like, damn, like what happened? Oh, Mickey would be talking to me and I'll be like this. Where I'm like, okay, wait.
She took that mad personally.
Seriously. Where I'm like, Mickey, I'm tired. Like I can't.
But it has nothing
can't
to do
move.
with you.
And I'm like, okay, I know we're twins, right? Mickey has her energy level is like way up here. I'm like dragging, right? Every day. Like every day it was like, get up. I'm like, I can't. Like I'm dead. Leave me.
Yeah, right,
Just go.
Leave behind, save yourself.
Exactly. For real, like just go. Don't
Right.
count on me.
Yeah.
Done. And but so I started taking it about a month ago, and honestly, I'm mad because I wasted my whole tell my age, like I said, I wasted about 10 years of like just being tired.
All your
and
20s?
all my 20s.
All your 20s.
You see that?
All my
I was gonna
20s.
say teens, but that's cool.
Good job, Ed.
See, I'm like I should
Good
back
job.
No, come on.
I
Press
wasted
back.
my
Oh, I need that because I know
You
I never
wish-
heard
So
of
I'm
get
telling you,
that.
bro.
You wasted your 20s on
Even
what?
like, I was just tired and I didn't know what was wrong. And I had a lot of digestion problems. And this is the main thing where I don't care who you're looking at. Everyone, now we're always talking about having a healthy gut
Yeah.
and all that. That's the root of every
Everything.
Yeah,
problem.
so John Sal was talking about that.
All of
He was
it.
talking about
For real.
all
Oh,
year,
leaky gut.
everything.
Leaky
Leaky gut. He had
That's what Vic was telling me about.
Leaky
too.
gut causes inflammation.
He has
Inflammation
Beta
causes
T.
disease.
Beta. I got some supplements from John Sally too.
Okay.
Mo Beta. Wait. It says tummy.
Wait, you guys know John's?
That's
Yeah,
the
they train-
Yeah,
thing.
they train
they train his daughters.
What? Wow, is this all like related? Do you know?
No, it's just.
Is this just a coincidence?
Pros work with pros. These guys are pros.
And John Sally, the one who taught me from the beginning, like
Gut health.
gut
Wow.
health,
Yeah.
and he's like, Lise, man, like you need to listen to me. And, and I was on his regimen with. He has a happy tummy or like Mo Beta tummy thing with his, but it cleans out your gut.
Okay.
Don't correct me, John. Sorry, I said it wrong.
That's what you did tell me.
It's like Mo Beta. I think it's called Mo Beta. But it cleans out your digestive system. And I'm also taking Blue Algae.
Okay.
And it's really changed my life.
Okay.
So
Will it give me energy? That's what I'm like.
yes, all this.
But Jay, you do a lot of
But-
supplements too. You're taking a lot of vitamins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a regimen that you do.
Yeah, but not.
No.
I mean, my regimen is not. I do basically vitamin E, D, K,
Mhm.
ashwagandha.
Melanin.
No.
Melatonin?
He just wanted to say melon.
That's what I said. I do like a bunch of
Can't
stuff,
take it
but
anymore.
I'm just doing it. No.
But E3 Live, I had a whole.
But the gut thing is like important.
I'm telling you, I had a whole cabinet of vitamins. I don't even take anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, 'cause
I
I
take
take too
E3
much. It's
Live.
kind of like, if you see, I got my whole thing when I came here. It's
Yeah.
just too much. I like to figure get
Condensed,
it down.
condensed.
I joined the Pride Coalition. I had different color urine, I had like green, red,
No.
blue, orange. I'm like,
Oh
what the
my
hell's going on here?
god.
It was crazy.
But I like about the
Yeah,
E3
take a lot
Live
of
too,
supplements.
it's a superfood.
Okay.
It's not
A supplement.
a supplement.
Oh,
or
that's
like-
important
So
because
you-
supplements can be very sketchy.
Yeah,
but it's
and it
not
makes you
FDA
nauseous.
approved
Yeah.
most of the time. And
So you said it's a food you eat it?
It's an E3 Live. I mean, it's a superfood where
it's probably capsule, right?
it's capsule
Yeah.
and it's a drink too.
Oh, drink too. Okay.
So
Where
it's
do you
like
get? Where do
fish
you get it? Can you get it at like at GNC?
E3live.com.
Okay.
And
It's like special
Mo Better,
potions.
Mo,
Yes.
no,
Uh,
Mo Better,
Potions.
John Sally's thing.
Yeah,
Where
that's
you
from
get that
John. That's from John Sally. So you
Direct.
can go on his Instagram page. Go
Oh,
to
yeah,
John Sally.
okay.
Go get it. But those two things, you have to clean out your digestive
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
Like I don't have brain fog anymore. And a lot of times when you do get older, doctors always like, "Oh, you're getting old now. This is the way it's
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to
just
be."
supposed
That's
to be.
not
Accept it.
true.
Yeah, you're gonna think like this is
Yeah.
the way life is supposed to
Yeah.
be.
Only
Exactly.
because that's how your life is.
Right.
And
But
that's
that's
what we've been
because
told.
you're
Right.
yeah, because people believe what they're being told and they live accordingly.
I did too. That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
wasted 10 years of my life, my career, everything.
Mhm.
Where a lot of it came from, and a lot of times things come from where you hold your stress. I hold my stress in my stomach.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I developed tumors.
Solar
Oh, wow.
plexus.
Oh,
No, bro, I did. Where
Fuck.
I really did. That's why I was like, no, it's you have to clean your system out. And I didn't even know. I didn't even know this.
Wow.
I just knew like I was tired. And I'm like, brain fog. I'm like, okay, I get this whole older thing, but like this is out of hand.
Right.
But guys, no. I mean, I've never talked about this publicly, but
exclusive.
yeah, this is exclusive content right now.
But maybe actually it was important that happened and those years
Now-
weren't wasted because now you can tell other people. But if you hadn't had that problem, then we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Seriously,
Sounds
bro,
like,
I'm
it sounds
really
like someone getting some sponsorship going on.
Hello.
You know
over
what I'm
here.
saying?
If you live,
You live.
if you live, better call somebody.
and that's what I mean. Like this is really a thing, and I see like a lot of times doctors just write it off.
Yeah,
Being
they're lazy.
older,
They're lazy.
And you're this, and
Yeah.
you're that, and a lot of people don't
Right.
know that like no, you don't have to feel bad
Yeah,
or feel
no,
things.
absolutely.
I suffered from that, even when I was younger then. I mean, I'm under 50. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just saying it.
Being so
Here's my
extra
thing.
about
If you're
it.
under 50, you should not feel bad. Like no, for
What
real.
if you're over 50? No one should feel
You
bad.
shouldn't feel bad.
When I get to 50, I hope
Oh,
I'm.
look at Willie Gaul. He's
You know what I
60.
mean?
That's
He's
what I
going-
mean. Great.
Yeah.
So
Not
we've
yet.
been around these people where they don't like, we don't age.
Yeah,
they don't age like like that. You don't have to feel bad, and you just get conditioned to think like most time if you're 30 and up, like now you're old.
Right.
No,
Your life's
that's
over.
your life's over. Just go. Just
Yeah.
Can
Just as
we-
a pro athlete.
But
Can we
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
talk about the
Right.
fact that most of the women now that are celebrities look fucking way better than they did in their 20s? Like
exactly.
life,
Like
like a different
J-Lo.
person. Like it's
J-Lo.
different.
J-Lo, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
They look
Jada
way
Pinkett.
better now. Oh my
Anybody.
god.
But I think our generation, this is the difference because let's think about it. Yeah, I'm saying
What?
it doesn't matter. Forget
Break it
it.
down.
Let's look at Nas.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Who are Nas?
Nas looks good as hell right now. He's
Yeah.
the rapper. He's closer to 50.
So look, Adrian today.
Adrian!
Okay, Adrian looks legit like 30 years old.
Huh?
Wait a minute, how old is
I
he?
think
He's
about
like-
50.
52.
Yeah, something wrong.
No!
I know that's what I was saying. I'm like, okay, there's like black on black, and then there's whatever the fuck Adrian is,
Yeah.
because he's obviously an alien.
Say he was.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, no, it's
That
like-
Yeah, 12
dude
years-
looks
he's 10
so
He's
young.
10, 12 years older than me. I mean, he is, looking
No,
great.
I definitely
I thought he was like.
I thought he was like
I
a
thought he was
fly ride.
30.
Me too.
34.
Fly ride. He
Okay.
reminds me of Fly Ride. So that's what I mean, guys. You don't have to be like that, ladies and men. You just have to figure out how your body works. And that's
Right.
why I created a body code.
Yeah.
And because everybody has a code, you have to find out your code for yourself. So
And
it's
unlock
called
your greatness.
body code, unlock
okay.
your greatness.
Okay.
And I started 10 years ago because my sister and I were twins, but we have different codes to our body and the way we think and the way we do things. So you have to figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And whether it's a food, like, cause some things can be healthy for you, but you might be allergic to that.
Yeah.
So if you're allergic to
That's
pineapples,
so true.
yes, pineapples are healthy and avocados are healthy. I'm
But
just saying,
not if you're allergic.
but if you're allergic or you have an intolerance,
Right, exactly.
it's not good for
Yeah,
you.
I got a food study, a food test.
See,
I
And
did
you sit
too.
there, it's crazy.
You did that?
Like I'm apparently allergic to poppy seed. I have no fucking no
This
idea. I
lady,
have no
she
idea.
used to be on, she was retired, but like on Santa Monica, this older lady, she like, here, hold this, no,
Blood
this
count.
whiskey.
Yeah.
And I'll hold it, she'll put my hand down, I can't.
Oh yeah.
Then
That's
she takes it out of my
nice.
hand, and I'm like, just certain things, it's crazy.
Oh
Like,
yeah, isn't that the weirdest thing
Yes.
when they're like, okay, now put your arm down.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can't, and then they're like, they adjust you, and then
Right.
they put your arm down,
Yeah,
and like,
exactly.
oh, I'm strong.
So
All of a
that's the
sudden,
same thing, but this is like with food and certain things that I have to try.
it's the
that,
weirdest. Bodies are
So
crazy.
that's what I mean. That's why I created my fitness,
Code.
my body code.
Is it by
I'm
blood
not
type?
agreeing.
Is it by blood type? Because a lot of people I heard do this by their blood type too. They find the foods you're supposed to eat. from
You
your blood
have,
type.
that's what I mean. Like you have to find that out for you.
Mhm.
So even if we're both O blood types,
Right.
but it doesn't mean that certain food that I'm allergic to or you're allergic to, you have to get like your
It's
blood
still more
test.
specific than
Yeah,
that.
it's still specific. Or
Like chickpeas. I'm allergic to chickpeas. I didn't know that, but chickpeas are high in protein. I was eating chickpeas
Like it's your job.
religiously.
yes,
Yeah.
My
Like,
face
like
was
hummus is my life.
For real.
Yeah.
I was frying them up and it was cool. Like, I had all recipe for chickpeas. My face broke out so
Mickey's
bad.
face looked
I had like
crazy.
pizza face.
Oh my god, really?
No.
No, it was bad.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how like
Where the kids were like, oh, I know. Mickey's the one with the things on her face.
Wow.
What?
On her face.
Hey.
I had
No, it
bad
was bad.
skin for like a good 6 months.
Mm.
And I got the blood test, and chickpeas were the main things that I had intolerance.
Wow.
So that's what I mean.
That happened to me last
You
year,
have to
remember?
find out how your body reacts to things.
Right.
It's not, everybody is different, and that's, I mean, me and Mickey are twins, and certain things that work for her do not work for me.
Right.
Certain things that work for me do not work for
A
her.
lot of
You're
people-
not the
a-
same person,
A lot,
you're just
of,
twins.
a lot of women do different things.
Yeah.
Different. You touch a woman differently, things happen. You know what I'm saying?
Jesse,
You
how
never
do I
know.
You know? That's what I.
You guys are identical twins, but you know somebody might do something over here, might not have a reaction. Some might do something over here, and all of a sudden you're blasting the whole windshield.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Actually,
saying?
that has happened before. Like
Whoa.
sometimes.
See what I'm saying?
No, wait.
See
Like
what I'm saying?
sometimes
I'm not talking real conversation.
we don't really talk about that kind of stuff.
It's a real issue.
But
It's a real
then
issue.
I'm like, Mickey, have you ever done this? She's like, yeah, and I'm like, what?
See that? See that?
You haven't talked about that before?
Not really.
See
Really?
that? I'm glad I brought this up because it's a good
So
conversation.
we just went from
If she
nutrition
can,
to
everybody,
sporting.
everybody can.
I'm just saying. I think that's a good
Everybody can.
I think it's a real conversation.
Lisa.
That's it. That is
So
because-
explain to me the situation.
All right, this is with Lisa, right? So I'm gonna just say it. Like,
Trick Daddy over here.
here's the thing: men think you're just gonna just squirt, like, ooh, they're just gonna squirt. No, it's more to it than just.
There's
you gotta know the
not.
right spot. Like I'm trying to figure it out.
And you
so
have
break
to,
it
like,
down.
you can't force that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're not just going, oh yeah, squirt.
Automatically,
I pushed
like
the
your dog.
button.
Roll over,
Yeah,
flip, sit,
squirt
flip.
button.
I pushed it.
No, there's no squirt button, guys.
There's no
So-
square button.
No, the more you make her feel uncomfortable, like that happened to me. We're like, when you gonna squirt? And I'm like,
Wait, what the?
Who says that?
What?
Can we
Yeah, really.
pause?
right now, and I'm like, I laughed. Like, first off, you're not that guy.
So,
Number one.
I don't know. When are you gonna make me?
Yeah, like,
That's
and
how it
you,
works.
and you
Yeah.
asking this is
Right.
really making me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
Now I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Now
uncomfortable.
Wait, did he like hear it through the grapevine that you're a
Yeah.
squirter?
I don't know. I've never. That was the first.
It was the
time.
wrong sister.
Hello. That's never even like asked before. And I'm like, wait, what? And then it
That's
turned
a
to
weird
like,
thing to
it just
say.
turned crazy. And I'm
No,
like,
that's-
That is crazy.
But
That's what
everybody's
I'm
different. Everybody's
Yeah, it was
everybody's
like-
different.
Everybody's-
But I remember my
But
first time.
maybe you
Yeah.
just like wow, check.
It caught me off guard. I'm sitting there. I'm like, did she just pee on me? I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm smelling. I'm like, okay, like,
What is that?
and she's like, then we had a conversation. I'm like, oh.
I don't know about squirting, so never done that in my life.
never in your life? See, I've done it before. Like,
Wait,
what
you
the heck?
haven't? I thought you had.
No.
No.
You had.
She,
I had, but it wasn't for the right person.
She's a sprinkler. This is sprinter,
Yeah.
sprinkler.
No.
Oh,
Sprinter,
wow.
sprinkler.
Lisa.
Liquid Lisa.
So then when it was asked for me to
Yeah.
perform it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking circus clown. Like,
I remember, this is a crazy conversation, but I remember I was coaching the baseball team, and this lady would always mess with me.
oh, I know where
And
you're
she'd
going
be
with
like,
this.
you think you're so hot shit, coming out here wearing your hoodlum hat, thinking you're all that, da. And she would always, give me the business. And she was a trainer, she was a worked out lady. Her son was a catcher on the team, not saying who it was.
Don't.
But
Well,
But all of a sudden,
She
I
knows who she is.
I had a party at my house, and she came to the party. And I'm like, damn, she's at the party. What's going on? She's like, I just want to come out and have a good time, da. So she's drinking up a storm, and she goes into my bedroom. And I'm like,
The
damn,
same
she's
woman
in my-
who just talks shit to
talk
you
shit
all
about
the
me
time.
at the thing in front of the kids too. You think
Wait,
you're so hot
there's
shit.
like little kids, little boys that pick on a girl that they like.
Yes.
Well, she comes to the house, and I'm like, she's in my bedroom, and she's falling asleep in my bedroom. So I said, what?
Life of Evans.
This is it. So I get in the bed. I figured, she was sleeping in bed. She made herself comfortable. Anyway, long story short, because it only was like 3 to 5 minutes.
She
something
made
like
herself comfortable.
that. Yeah, she made herself
So she was
comfortable.
naked.
She was naked in the bed,
Yeah.
but things started getting busy, and
What does
all of
that
a sudden, that means that she was getting a little aggressive with the
Oh.
kid. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
So she jumps on top of me, and she's making these moves, and she's getting very loud and whatever. And all of a sudden, I feel this rush come over me, and I flipped the fuck out, and I threw her off the bed.
Damn, now we're getting domestic violence. What's going
I go,
on?
well, I threw off the bed. I didn't know what. I never had this experience before. And I said, what the fuck? I got an $8,000 bed. You peed all over my bed? She goes, what?
Get off the
And I go,
bed.
you peed off my bed. Get off my bed right now. And she goes, what are you talking about? I go, you peed all over my bed. What are you doing? And she goes, F, I'm a squirter. I said, a what? She goes, it's not pee. And I said, what are you talking about? That was the first time I ever experienced
Might have
that.
been a little pee.
It was a lot. The whole bed was trash.
So is that her responsibility, knowing that she does that she might like, if it's getting up
Yeah.
point, maybe you want
I mean,
to grab
maybe a
something.
flare,
like,
maybe a flare or something.
If that's what you do.
Yeah,
Like,
you know that.
but if your girl goes and gets towels before, could you imagine?
No, I did a girl in New York, but
Listen.
it was preparation. Like
You gotta prepare for
It
this.
was literally like a
I
fire
know.
hydrant. I never like.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's why I was freaked out.
It
Now I
gets
got
messy.
I got the chamois
You
all
gotta
over the
get the
house
yoga
now.
mat. So
Yeah,
because the towels don't really work.
Yoga
We got a fucking yoga mat. We got
It's
towels. We
like
got
water
chamois.
resistant.
Whatever cleans the cars. I mean, you wet the cars.
These
Chamois.
ShamWows.
Chamois in every drawer in the house now.
Or you just have to go. We got to go to the bathroom, hot tub. Like,
There you go.
But I
That
never-
would
but
be
I
my
how did you get there? How did you get to
sister.
this? How did this happen?
Because Lisa's talking
It's
about
not a family show.
No, Liquid Lisa. That's how
Liquid
it
Lisa.
You
Wow.
brought,
there
you
we
brought
go.
it up. I didn't bring that.
There you go.
That's
That's a
true.
T-shirt. Liquid Lisa.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
All
my
right.
name. That's my
Segue.
But
That's
Your
how-
sister.
bad.
Well, yeah.
That's her nickname. Go to if you come to the gym with us, everyone knows her.
Oh, yeah, that's
What
your
do you
real
mean
nickname?
everybody at the
I
gym?
love
thought
that.
this was
I
a
know it
private
sounds bad.
conversation.
Okay,
That sounds what they know her as with Lisa.
No, yeah, please, digress. Okay. Not everybody knows her at the gym like that. For what?
They just know her name is Liquid Lisa. They don't know why, but
That's why the
Who
guy
gave
was
that?
like,
Who
come
gave
on, do the thing.
Right.
No, the reason why is it was a joke, and then it turned into like that's my real nickname at the gym.
But who gave it to you and why did you give it to
That's actually really funny.
Well,
Her
yeah.
sister, for
She don't wanna
sure.
say.
Because I was explaining this situation.
you? Ah, okay.
Okay.
And
Oh, so there's common knowledge.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
it's
saying?
it's small crowd.
Small crowd. Well, not small
Yeah.
anymore.
And you know why? Because I would try and now I'm trying to do it now, right? And they were like, oh, if you push your stomach out, like you can pee,
What?
What?
and you can squirt.
I don't know.
You don't need
So
to
that's
ever
what I
try.
did.
It'll
I was
just
trying.
happen.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Trying to do that, and I was like, see, you can't force
Yeah,
that.
you can't force
And
it.
then I started just pushing my stomach out.
You know, Lisa suck her stomach in all the time.
You know,
She puts her stomach out.
I would do it out.
Why?
And I'm
and
like, wait,
that
what's
works.
happening right now? This is if you're gonna do that, if someone can get you to do that, you're just
Yeah,
gonna do it.
not
Now,
natural.
You should marry that guy.
Yeah.
If he can make you to do that all the time, you should
no,
marry
I'm
that.
just a
Or at least have open up a car wash or some shit.
part two.
Yeah,
No
for
doubt.
sure. Oh, Yeah, we need a part
touch on some things.
two. Yeah, we got a lot of things to touch on.
Thank you guys for
Take it
having us.
easy, Evan.
Our
Okay.
pleasure. Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We love you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so we're back. We're back with the We Got Issues Hoodlum podcast. And listen, you guys like, subscribe, and
Hit the like button.
and follow us. Don't make it fun. Like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that button on the right there that says you like the podcast. You know, make us happy. You know what I'm saying? Catch you right back.